hard to pinpoint a single low point for me, but I think a low period which really stands out is, I guess after I qualified for the games the first time in 2014, it was quite unexpected. And for me, off the back of that, I put a hell of a lot of pressure on myself to have to re-qualify again in 2015. There was a lot of other reasons outside of the sport that I put that pressure on myself, but I look at just mentally where I was at going into that 2015 season, and it was definitely a really unhealthy mindset. Anyway, I re-qualified for the games that year and had probably on paper my most successful regionals ever, which is the year that I won it. But if I had to pick a low point for everything else, it was just that period itself. Going to the games after that, I didn't have the success that I'd anticipated, I'd hoped to have, and I found myself really kind of lost with the sport. For the next couple of years, sort of said that I was done with it every other year, and then found myself coming back to it. But really, if I'm being honest, sort of haphazardly. I mean, I re-qualified again in 2016, just in the final workout, and then 2017 missed out on qualifying for the games. And that, for me, was a major turning point, because I thought that that was going to be me done with the sport forever. However, after missing out in 2017, I had some time to step away from the sport. Found myself coming back to training, coming back to looking forward to the opportunity to compete, and kind of fell in love with just training and the process all over again. A lot of really profound self-development went on in that period of time as well, maybe which I was able to do by stepping away from being so focused on just being this athlete. Off the back of that, I was able to refine the love for the process and get that desire to compete back, for a variety of reasons, not only because I was enjoying the process, but because I saw competition as a real means for me to pursue things that I really valued that had nothing to do with the outcome of competition themselves. Things like providing me a platform to speak openly about things I'm passionate about, providing me the opportunity to go and travel the world, meeting people and trying to pass on information and knowledge and share my stories and my own journey with them, in the hopes that maybe they'll be able to find more love for whatever it is that they're doing. And that, to me, being able to go through that low point to come back to where I am now, to come full circle on seeing competition for me as so much more than a means to an athletic outcome, has been like a huge, huge positive in my life. I think for anyone that's looking to get into CrossFit purely and simply to compete, first of all, be realistic. The way that the competition works is now, it provides an incredible opportunity for new athletes to compete on a global scale. There's 16 events around the world now that anyone can put their hand up to do. But at the same time, make sure that you're competing because you love it, not because you think it's a means to this particular end, because it's such a small sport. Doing it for any purpose other than the fact that you really enjoy it is always going to be, it's where you're going to set yourself up for disappointment. Do it for the love of it.